So it's David here with a comprehensive guide to investing in real estate in Healdsburg, California, and the mistakes you need to avoid. With its quaint small town vibe and meteoric rise as the home of food and wine in Sonoma County, as well as its rising home values and influx of new residents, Healdsburg has emerged as a top destination for first-time real estate investors. Of all the purchases in Healdsburg over the first part of this year, 64% were investment purchases. But diving into this market without proper preparation leads countless rookies down the path of costly errors. So in this video, I'll provide an in-depth look at the most common mistakes I see Healdsburg newcomers make, so you can sidestep the pitfalls and set yourself up for real estate investing success. So kicking off the list of the things to avoid, the first one is having no business plan. I simply can't stress this first point enough. Too many eager new investors jump into Healdsburg deals without really defining their goals or their parameters, or even their budgets and their long-term vision. For anything, you need to take the time up front to craft a comprehensive business plan, outlining your overall goals, identifying your ideal investment types as well as locations. You do your market research, as well as coming up with realistic expense estimates and the way that you're going to go about financing the property. This strategy helps you keep you laser focused on proven opportunities that match with your goals rather than following your emotion. I mean, it's not unusual for me to work with clients who sometimes confuse an investment property with a property for their own personal use and their own preferences. If you need a property that is cash flow positive, it's definitely possible, but it's not easy anymore. On the other hand, some investors are looking at the long-term appreciation of a piece of property in a prime location such as downtown Healdsburg. Mistake number 2, underestimating expenses. I know this sounds really basic, but real estate is more expensive than you think. For a Healdsburg investment property, you can expect expenses to include 20 to 25% down payment, 2 to 5% closing costs, up to $1,200 for inspections, around 10% of the monthly rent for ongoing maintenance and repairs, and then just over 1% of the assessed value annually for property taxes. I mean, on top of that, you've got $1,000 to $3,000 yearly for insurance and between 8 and 15% of income to employ a property manager. Also, be sure to leave room in your operating budget for surprise repairs and routine vacancies too. Meticulously estimating all of the costs involved ensures that your real estate purchase remains profitable in what is basically a very competitive market. Mistake number 3, overpaying by failing to run the numbers and failing to really understand some of the subtleties of the local market. According to the latest data, you can expect to pay anywhere from $500 a square foot in an area like Parkman Farms on the north end of town to well over $1,000 per square foot for a property that is within a 15-minute walk to the plaza. If you're looking for a multifamily unit, then you can expect $400 per square foot plus in places like Healdsburg. It pays to work with an agent who's got a deep understanding of the different micro neighborhoods in Healdsburg. For example, you can purchase a home which is one block over from the main downtown area, and it'll likely look a good deal, but the reality is that homes that are just outside the area we define as walking to the plaza can cost 20 or even 30% less. Rookie investors often let their emotions take over and overpay in hot markets like Healdsburg. But sticking to valuations aligned with the current data as well as the comps prevents you overextending your capital. This is more true than ever when a market is softening because a comp from 6 months ago may mean overpaying in the current market. Mistake number 4, just the wrong financing terms. For the past few years, with interest rates at an average of 3%, money's been super cheap. Today, however, with rates as high as 6% and even more than 7%, it's hard to make the numbers work. I mean, there are various products such as buy downs to help make a property more affordable, but it doesn't really save you money. You need to evaluate them based on the cost of the buy down divided by the money it saves you over the term. Again, it comes back to your goals. Find loan terms tailored to each purchase that enable your targeted returns for that particular property. Mistake number 5, neglecting tenants. With 3.5% vacancies and a 50-day average time to lease according to Redfin, tenant retention is imperative for generating consistent rental income. If you end up with no tenants for just a couple of months, it quickly wipes out that extra $200 per month you were trying to get by increasing the rent. It's always worth investing time and money into careful vetting of tenants, prompt maintenance, and relationship building to attract and retain, great long-term tenants. And mistake number 6, lack of market knowledge. Depending on your goals, there are lots of different investment options in Healdsburg. For example, you could buy a single-family home with an ADU on the north end of town for less than $1 million. I mean, the beauty of an ADU is that you can rent it out separately from the main house, which will significantly increase your income relative to the incremental purchase of the property. Something like this is great for long-term rental with a local family. On the other hand, you might be looking for something that you can rent out as a furnished high-end home in downtown or even in the midtown area. There are numerous homes that are operated on this midterm rental basis because of the steady flow of people looking to rent somewhere for a month or two to enjoy harvest, or people looking for a place for 3 months while they remodel their home. And there's always people looking to rent for a few months while they try to find a home to buy. Finally, there are properties just outside of the city limits which you can actually operate as a vacation rental, which can also make a great investment. If you are trying to decide whether you want to invest in a long-term, mid-term, or short-term vacation rental property, I've got a video dedicated to that subject. So check out the link in the description below. I can't stress enough how vital deep market immersion is before investing in Healdsburg real estate. In general, it's a great place to invest, but having the insights into the micro markets and the different rental options will help you meet and even exceed your overall investment goals. Spend the time upfront crafting a business plan, budgeting wisely, buying intelligently, financing strategically, and tenanting to clients and understanding the local market's unique intricacies. If you do all of these things, your Healdsburg real estate investment will deliver great returns for years to come. I mean, I get calls all the time from people looking to invest in properties in Healdsburg, as well as Windsor, Santa Rosa, and all over Sonoma County. So reach out to me if you are looking at buying an investment property in Sonoma County. My number's in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll love the next one on the screen right now. Until the next video, go well.